All the way back in May of 2024, we got an early look at a new feature that has rolled out in Chrome OS 132. It's kind of been there since 131 and maybe even 130 behind some flags. But it's called Face Control, and it's an accessibility feature that lets you do exactly what it says. It lets you control your Chromebook's mouse input with your face. So let's check it out. So overall, this thing is quite simple. And if you're on Chrome OS 132, all you got to do is go into your settings. And then the easiest way to get there is just go up here to the search and just type face. And you'll see face control pop up. And early on when we were trying this, you could tell it was very experimental. Like this weird camera thing would show up and it'd show how it was like tracking stuff on your face. It was super weird. They have completely cleaned all that stuff up. It's very, very user-friendly here. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on. And now you can see up at the top, there's a little icon. My camera light has come on and you can see my cursor is moving already around the screen. Whee, and just following my face. It's kind of fun. The first time you do it, it's like, oh my God, like I can't believe this thing's moving. So I'm gonna turn it off real quick so that I can actually talk. It's kind of hard to talk with my head completely still. And so you have a couple settings here that you would obviously need for mouse control. So you can adjust the speed separately for each direction. If you turn that off, you basically just have one cursor speed. But what I've found in messing with this, just like with if you're setting mouse controls on a game, you kind of want to do different controls for left, right, up, and down. Like up and down, you don't really move your head that much if you think about it. Like during the day, just in general, you don't spend a lot of time doing a lot of this. But you'll look over your shoulders, no big deal. So you kind of want the up and down to be a little bit more sensitive so that you don't have to make these huge movements to get to the top and bottom of your screen. But the left and right, you want to kind of keep in the middle. That's at least what I've kind of found to be true. So I'm gonna crank the up and down up just a little bit here, go there, and then the left and right, I'm actually gonna take down a notch. I think that's about where my sweet spot's been. And then you have cursor stability. So think about this as mouse smoothing. Basically, if it's responsive, if we go all the way down on full responsive, it's going to try to move exactly when you move, as close as it can to following your face. If I go to stable, it's going to kind of lag behind a little bit. I'm going to show you that here in just a second. It's going to lag behind a little bit, but it'll really smooth the cursor out. So to each his own, you can kind of mess around with that. Then you have cursor acceleration, no different than mouse acceleration. So if I'm touching the trackpad right now and I'm moving nice and slow, the cursor moves slow. But if I make a quick movement, I mean, in the same amount of space on the trackpad, that cursor is flown across the screen. For me, that has been a little weird because you'll have one twitch movement and then the cursor goes flying somewhere. So I don't completely love that, but I'm going to turn it on just to show you, and I'm going to crank this up a little bit, and then we're going to turn this back on again. Okay, and you can see now that it doesn't take a whole lot of movement up and down with my face to move the cursor, and I feel like that's a little more natural. Versus left and right, I feel like it's tracking right with, like, if my nose was pointing at the screen, that feels way more normal. So I'm going to try to hold my head still here a little bit. I'm going to turn the cursor stability all the way down. So this is super responsive. And you can see it looks a little jittery, but it is moving exactly when I move my face. Now I'm going to slide that thing all the way up to stable. If I can get a hold of it here. And set it back here. And you can kind of see it lags behind a little bit. Hopefully you'll be able to see that, but this movement looks a little smoother. I personally don't see a whole lot of difference between the two, so I think leaving this one kind of in the middle is where you want to be. And then I'm going to turn this acceleration off and see how that feels. And see, to me, I think for figuring out exactly where you want your cursor to be, it makes a lot more sense to turn off acceleration. Again, all these things are here so that you can try them out and see which one works best for you if you need to use this feature. Okay, finally, there are actually some shortcuts that you can leverage. And forgive me if the cursor jumps around. I have to leave the feature turned on, obviously, to turn this on. So I'm going to try to keep my head nice and still here. But here at the bottom, under Actions, you can set some different actions based on different facial movements. And so pause or resume, face control, reset cursor to center could probably be really helpful, I think. So you could set something for that. But I'm going to go with left click. So I'm going to go to left click and I'm going to hit next. And then we get to choose. So you can see there's kind of a little animation for each one that kind of just shows you what they're trying to get across. So like move your mouth left, it would be kind of this number. But I think there's another shift your jaw. So I'm guessing this. Again, I didn't have a whole lot of luck with all of these because I don't know if I'm just not expressive enough to pull them off. But we have some squinting. So I like raise eyebrows. Let's do that one. Let's do raise eyebrows. That's fine. I don't know what it's pinned to. Oh, here we go. This is actually new. I haven't messed with this yet. And so, yeah, so raise my eyebrows. And you can kind of see that meter down there. It's letting you know I'm not quite there. So I need to change my threshold. This is fantastic. So this might work way better than last time I used this. So boom, now you see it light up. Well done here. This is cool. I feel like I'm really having to work to get it to go though. So I'm gonna turn it on just a little bit more. There we go. I don't do that very often. I don't like look at my screen and sit there and do this. So I think I'd be safe with that. So now I have all of my cursor settings done and I have a left click set up. So I'm gonna, what do I want to go to? I'm gonna go to wallpaper and style. Boom. Accessibility. Accounts. How sweet is that? I mean, that's really, really cool. And the setup is so well done. Definitely would want to, if I was using this on a regular basis, and again, it depends on the person. If you lack enough mobility where like this is going to be absolutely your primary input on your device, leave it on. I would never turn it off. But it's definitely something, if you're not going to be using it all the time, I would definitely have the shortcut set to turn it off. So you could like set your raised eyebrows or show your teeth in order to turn the feature off so that your mouse isn't jumping all over the screen, because it does follow your face all the time. And sometimes you're just kind of chasing the mouse around the screen because it's following your face. So, I mean, that's about it. And I hate saying that because this is an incredible feature using your built-in webcam. It's built into Chrome OS. This isn't some add-on or some download that you have to have. This is just part of using a Chromebook now. And from where it was in May of last year when we first saw this to where it is now, I mean, this is a monumental achievement. Like, this is really, really amazing to see happening. And again, just the fact that it's baked right into Chrome OS is pretty astounding. Well done, Chrome OS team. Again, like, I haven't used it, I don't know, probably since beta 132, and it didn't have the threshold thing that I literally making this video just saw. And it's like these nice touches make setting all this up so much easier and would make getting this honed in and actually like not just a gimmick, but 100% usable for a lot of people who may have trouble using a mouse and keyboard. And so like kudos to Google for knocking this out. This is a really cool addition, and hope some of you find some great use for this feature in Chrome OS, and hope this video has been helpful in you discovering this feature. But that's it for this one. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, head down there, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to ring the notification icon if you'd like to be alerted when we make future videos just like this one. Until next time, we'll see you.